All right, yes. Welcome back to another episode of Well Versed. I am your host. My name is Parrish Butler, and we have a very special guest. We have Jaleesa the elephant in the building today. Welcome to the show, Jaleesa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Parrish?
I'm
It's
doing
been a
good.
long time. I'm supposed to be here a long time ago.
Yeah. It's been a long time, but it's all about timing
No,
and
for real. Yeah.
scheduling and everything. And one thing when I watch you, and I feel like we share this, is the ability to pivot, the ability to reinvent yourself. So with that, talk about Jaleesa the elephant. Talk about the marketing and how did you get into this work?
So my story is pretty simple.
Okay.
My best friend, she was starting a cosmetic company. I can't even remember what year it was. I think it was like 15. She was starting a cosmetic company. So that's before like a lot of black people were in this marketing, like the social media manager space that I knew at least. I can't say, you know. So she needed somebody to make a website. She paid like two people and they ran off on her.
Okay.
And I was like, don't pay nobody else. I'm going to figure it out. So I made my first website on GoDaddy, like a drop and drag situation, but it worked. Like people loved the website. She got some sales off of it. And so then she's like, well, I need somebody to run my social media. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, okay, girl, I guess. And kind of at the same time, one of my childhood friends was like on social media and was like, I need somebody to run my nail page. So those was like my first two clients, like trial and error. And then I started to like learn more, and then I really started to enjoy it. But like looking back, just like talking to my dad and people. Like, I'm like, I don't even know when I got into it. My dad's like, you've always been into branding. Like, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I used to literally, like, get stuck in the cereal aisle looking at the designs.
Yeah.
And then, even as a teenager, didn't really realize that, like, black hair care, I still could do it now. Like, I can go to Walmart, I can go to Beauty Supply and just look at the packaging and the designs and the branding and things like that. So, I guess the interest was always there, but I really
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
after that, I just started kind of like, people were asking her like, who's doing your marketing? And I kind of just like started like taking like certs and stuff, like certifications, learning how to do ads. And I really just kind of like, I don't know, like I just took off. Like people just started like, it's like I accidentally started a business.
Yeah. So it kind of chose you instead of you
Yeah.
choosing it. And
For sure.
And it's all around us too. Marketing is all around us. I was the same way. I was always interested in just like seeing billboards, like you said, labels, and just like packaging on bottles and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I'm just like, wow. And just the way that you present a message through color and shapes and all of that too. And for me, you probably already know this, but the viewer may not know that I went to the Gary Career Center. And I think that was pivotal for me because I was able to take that interest in marketing and just seeing in brands and icons, and then actually have an environment to learn how to create my own, and just using color theory and everything. And then I ended up going to school in Fort Wayne for graphic design, and then I started learning even more. And today I feel like it's transformed so much because of
For
social
sure.
media
And just
being-
technology, period. Like,
yeah,
it's almost like now, I'm not gonna say this is not saying nothing about people on the radio, but like now you can just start a podcast. It's not the exact same, but
No.
before in our day, like when we were in high school, it was like mass communications. You had to get a degree, you had to go be an intern, it was like
Yeah.
one path almost. But now it's
Yeah.
like you can do anything in so many different ways.
Yeah. Well, I think with that, the technology changed the landscape, and I also will say that the fact that you got people that worked in radio who gate kept radio so much to where people the only option you had was to
to do
start
it
a
yourself.
podcast
Yeah, for
or
sure.
do it yourself. I'll say for me, like I had a little bit of an itch to get into radio when I was maybe about 10, 12 years ago. Because I knew I loved music. I knew my contribution would never be to do music, but I wanted to be around it, and I felt like I had taste. So I know
Yeah.
if I heard an artist
You
or
could
I
do,
heard a
yeah.
song, I'm like, oh, I know where this goes. I know the demographic that who may enjoy this music. So I had an itch to want to do it, but then I just felt like with podcasting and other avenues, I was able to kind of fulfill that itch without being chosen to. And you know the route with radio is like you got to start out in the street team, you got to be
Yeah.
a assistant and work the board and all that, work your way up. And I just feel like that's been kind of flipped on its head.
No, for sure. And I think that so funny. I wanted to go to school for mass communications too. That was
Okay.
where I was gonna go. Actually, shout out to Miss E Class. You know who Miss E Class
Yes,
is?
I do.
Yeah, she's like I like forced her to be my mentor.
Okay.
But it's so crazy because when I first met her, my uncle actually hired her. My uncle used to work for Radio One, so
Okay.
like he used to be making me his like little fake intern or whatever. So like I used to meet a lot of celebrities and stuff when he would bringing them in town, and he was like the head of promotion. So he would do like different shows. He was a part of it, like not him actually putting on the shows. It was his job, you know what I mean? And I would like always do shows and stuff with him, like in the background, behind the scenes. So Miss E Class, he actually hired Miss E Class. And I just made Miss E Class my mentor, but I thought I wanted to go into mass communications. Crazy enough, like, you know, she does websites and everything too.
Okay.
So like
I didn't
it
know that.
transitioned like into her being still my mentor, just in a different space.
Okay.
So yeah, Miss E Class definitely like has just been one of those people I could call like, okay, what's industry standard? Because you know, I started on the streets, not on the streets, but like as a hustle.
Yeah.
I didn't work for an agency or work in a corporate space. So like sometimes I'm like, this is what I think on paper makes sense, but I'll call her and be like, what's industry standard? Because I don't want to seem like I'm doing something against the grain, but also too, it just got to make sense to me. So yeah, that's I definitely like. I used to listen to her on the radio and everything. I remember the first time I met her, I was like so fanned out.
You are actually the second person on this show to say that Miss E Class was somebody to be a mentor. to
Who
them.
Keela? Keela was the up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Keela because she said the same story.
Yeah.
How, and that's just a testament to Miss E Class, how she's willing to share the information
No, for sure.
and pay it forward. Because, like I said, it's not a lot of that in radio. In my experience, it ain't a lot of people that's willing to be like, "Hey, come on, you interested
Yeah.
in this? Come on." You know, a lot of people trying to keep their job. They ain't trying to,
Yeah, me and
groom the
E
next
Class.
person.
E Class is one of those people like we both do the same thing with websites. I'm stepping away from Wix, but I used to do Wix. But if it'd be a complex project, I'm like, no, you need to go let E Class do this or whatever. And people be like, that's your competition. No, it's not. Like, no, E Class is the one. I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing like if it's certain complexities or sometimes I'm just like E Class gonna do it better. Like with Wix for sure. And she'll send Shopify people to me all the time. I'm a Shopify girly. Like it's E Class don't have like none of that like. I mean, I'm not gonna say no competition or whatever like that, but she always look out like if she know it, she'll help. So yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even realize that you were into the actual creating of the websites and everything. So let me ask you this question. I don't always feel like we get valued properly as like designers, just creators in general. How do you make sure that you put forth the value like this is what I can offer you and you get what you deserve on the back end?
So I'm stepping into like my realizing like who I am era. Before it was so much fun to me. I really didn't care about like being valued or anything like that. It was like, I know I snapped on this design. I know I did good. It's gonna give me some.
I just want the
It's
world
gonna
to
give me
see
some
it.
clients. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Or
sure.
I executed it the way it was in my brain. I'm excited because it's like art to me. Now I'm in a stage of like I have separated from like some of my biggest clients that people have known me from, or I don't know how to word it, but like my biggest clients, some of I have separated from them. And for me, it's really just realizing that like I'm just gonna do this shit for myself.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I will consult. I still have some clients that I'm doing things for, but I don't think we'll never get it. I don't think we'll get it. And it's like, I'm not saying, I don't even know the percentage of what we are or whatever it may be, but you can't do it without us.
Yeah.
Like everything I leave, everybody knows when I leave.
Yeah.
everybody knows when I leave. Like, people be calling me, asking me, like, did you leave? Like, something to happen or something to be posted, or they don't see it no more. And they like, well, what happened? And, you know, I just like, you know, I just left. Like, but no, I don't think we get it. I don't think we will ever get it. I don't think it's going to happen.
And I think that goes for just like creators in general. And then, you know, that is why it's so important to have management. And, you know, that's something that, you know, you offer as well. I know for myself, like I had the same struggles. Like, you know, personally, I was working in a corporate environment here in the city, and I thought it was everything that I ever wanted. You know, I went to school for this. It was like, now I don't gotta just be a freelancer. I can actually be in this environment, a legit company and everything. And then I just felt like we were just being devalued, or they were trying to develop programs, which we have those programs today. My job specifically, they were developing software to make the workflow easier. So it's no more. It's not really about creativity no more. It's about efficiency and speed.
Yeah.
It's about getting it out. Instead of you making the best one website, can you make 4 by Tuesday?
Make them all look alike, just change the color.
Yeah, and you
it's
got
like
a
they
template.
taking all of the fun out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, they taking all of the like the fun out of it. Like,
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about like I don't know, I just feel like clients, like, okay, I be working my ass off, and then when I see what they accept from other people or what they make themselves and post, I'm like, well, shit. If you wanted that, I could have did 40 of them.
Hey, right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm over here really trying to design. I'm over here really trying to do something that don't look like everybody else's. But it's like, sometimes you just can't do too much. Like, you just got to do the bare minimum. I'm not going to say bare minimum, but like, sometimes I think my vision be like this big, you know, splatter of color and the details and like the paint and stuff like that. And they idea just be like one stroke. Yeah. And I could have just gave them that one stroke and they would have been good. So sometimes I think that's like too, like I overdo it, but my mind is just like, so it runs, you know what I mean? Like, I just be trying to execute it the best way. I really be trying to tell a story, you know?
Does that make it hard for you to produce your own work? Because for me, like, when I produce for myself, I gotten out of that now, but like, it was years where it's like, I don't want to, I ain't done tweaking it. I was very like Dr. Dre about it. Like,
listen,
it can't come out till it's done if it's mine.
The Heavy Step website probably has been done for a month. I ain't posted about it at all. Now, I did have like just the storefront up at first or whatever, so people have been on the website, but it's a full fucking website. Like, you could look at the full fucking website. It's good. It got every artist got a page, the DJ's got a page. Like, it's a nice website. But yes, I was just on it last night, and I was about to delete it. Like,
why?
I've done that multiple times, even with clients. Like, I almost be done with their website, and it's just not, it's like I'm feeling like I'm forcing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is not it. It's just not good. Now, sometimes I will go ahead and send it to them to see what their reaction is. And if they like it, I'm like, okay. But I'm like, also like, I got another one coming, because it's just not. It's not what I wanted it to be. Yeah, it's like I have a vision in my head sometimes, and sometimes I could draw it out. Sometimes it's almost like a gamble. Like, am I gonna get it right the first time or something? Right. So I was about to delete it, but it's a good website, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, it's hard. Like, for me,
so it's not public yet. The public can't go to it, right?
Oh no, they can go to it. HeavyStepENT.com.
Okay, HeavyStepENT. Y'all go check that out.
Yeah. So yeah, it's hard for me to. I mean, I've gotten better. Like, before. Now I just obsess over. Before, I just wouldn't do it. I would just withdraw, wouldn't do it, wouldn't post. Like, my brand always took the punch. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't post, but when you do good work, it's kind of like it's marketing for you, kind of. So people would still, you know, talk about me or kind of market for me in that sense. But I wouldn't post on my own stuff, because it was like, it's so many videos, even right now on my phone. Like, I just posted some random shit on my story that was like, I taped like 3 weeks ago and never posted it. Like, just me singing some of my artist songs.
We be our harshest critics.
Yeah, horrible. And I be looking like at stuff that go viral, and I'm like, well, goddamn, I got stuff in my phone that.
Yeah, I'm the same way though, and I'm trying to get better. But yeah, as far as producing like our own stuff, it's like you gotta.
I done paid so many people for websites, flyers. and hated it, and then still ended up doing it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure, it's
The
hard.
thing with like commercial art is that like there's deadlines.
Oh yeah,
it's hard deadlines.
That's
You
why I
gotta
said I
just
never
let it
wanted to go
go.
to an agency because don't get me wrong, with clients, his deadlines too. You know, but I can realistically tell this client like, hey, I just changed the layout of your whole website. I said I was gonna have it tomorrow. I'll have it Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't feel right for me or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's why I said that's another thing. Like now, if in some clients, it just depends. It feels like work, and I feel like Heavy Step really brought me back into having fun with marketing again. Like I was over it for a long time. Rerunning social was really like the savior of me quit. I was gonna quit. Okay. I was gonna quit. I met Key and I met Tiff, and actually somebody asked, "Can I hire y'all?" And we looking at each other. Well, you know what? You know what I mean? So it was like we were the perfect, group. But I was gonna quit right before like we created Rerun. I was over it. Like you can't make nobody happy. It just be a lot, and like. My biggest thing is like I got ADHD. I was diagnosed late. So I'd be like my whole life be like 17 tabs open. Just like my life, right? And so I was having trouble with like when I would get new clients and stuff, is like finishing stuff. So that's the piece that Tiff does. Tiff is my brain. I tell people that all the time. Like Tiff will make sure that my deadline, she put everything on my calendar like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, can I have an extra day? She'll be like, no. Like, no, you said you do. Yeah. She's like, you said you didn't want to be overwhelmed. You know, we got to clean this up. You behind on, A, B, and C. Or if you do that, then you're going to be behind on this or whatever like that. So I lacked that. Like Tiff is like kind of like what I am to my artist. Like, I just want to do the work. You get what I'm saying? In that aspect. But yeah,
she kind of keeps you like
for sure. Yeah, it's like the organization that I was missing.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing, and that's why I wanted to quit. It's because like I had to get my first refund in like 8 years of business, like 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? And it was rightfully earned. Didn't fight the girl. You know what I mean? But it might have been 3 years ago because I was like making my transition to move from Vegas to Gary. So it was probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
But my videographer here, it just wasn't working. Like I had a videographer here when I was still in Vegas. It just wasn't working. It just did not line up well.
Okay.
But that's when I wanted to quit. But now I'm just finding my way,
Absolutely. So I just want to specify for the viewer, We Run It Social.
Yes, that's my social media marketing agency with me and 2 other ladies, Tiff and Key.
Tiff and Key. Do I know Key?
She's always she like the silent shooter. She our photographer. She's our creative director too. But you've probably met her before. Okay. I think she was with us at Expo that year when we was together. I think she was.
So I met Tiffany and Key at Expo.
Yeah.
That's when I first told you that I was gonna start this.
And that was what, 2 years ago?
No, that was just 1 year.
It was last year.
Yeah. So we actually around the 1 year anniversary of Well Versed.
And you've been being consistent. I have seen that.
And I've been trying to be consistent.
And sometimes it's hard to be consistent when ain't nobody clapping. You know what I mean? Or when you're not getting the views you want, or you see like somebody else doing. I'm not saying somebody's doing something similar in your space, but you'll see something like, I just said that on my podcast. Why, is it being taken better because of this person or whatever like that?
I think it's about like what you get into it for. If you get into it for the clicks and all that, then that's going to be important to you. For me, it was really just about expression and just showing my true authentic self, because I was having conversations like these in my private life
without the camera
the camera. So, and then I just knew that music was always a part of my life, so I was just trying to marry the two. It was never really it's not about like getting a lot of views and everything. Of course you want
people
get your
to
message
see your
across.
art.
It's about getting it out. Yes. And I was just listening to a podcast where somebody was saying like, I have to, as an artist, I have to create. I will be creating whether it made me $1 or not. It's just about getting it out.
Yeah. So one of my artists, when he wrote me on Facebook. His name is Tato. Okay. He wrote me on Facebook, and That's how I met him. He's like, can you listen to some of my music? I'm like, sure. I'm not nobody in music. He's like, you're not no manager? I'm like, no. Because, when I got like into like the local music scene, people thought I was a manager already. But I just used to tell people like, no, I'm just a popular fan. Like I ended up getting into it. I started going to the shows. I started researching people, trying to see who I wanted to see or whatever. It just fascinated me that all their music didn't suck. I know that sound bad, but like I tell the story all the time. Like I saw Free first and I was so amazed. Like I was like, oh shit, because like I'll say like I come from the days of like, your cousin rap and you be like, oh God, please stop. So that was my thought of what local music was. Like for years, I never would listen to, I had friends that would send me their stuff and I'm like, I'm not listening. Like, but also too, let me say, I was stuck on 90s R&B for years. Like I wouldn't even listen to
you weren't even looking for
mainstream new music. You know what I mean? I might listen to like Summer Walker but she got that feel kind of like I listen to like Jasmine Sullivan or something like that. So I wasn't even listening to no new music, period. Like the Miss Education of Lauryn Hill, I listen to it every week.
Yes.
College Dropout, I listen to all the time. Like it's brand new, So when I met Tato, well, when he messaged me, he sent me. He said, "Can you check out some of this music?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "What's your platforms? Let me look at your platforms, whatever." He's like, "I don't got no platforms. Like I got one song on like Spotify and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay." So he sends me this big folder, this drive of all this music. And so before I started listening to it, I write him back. I'm like, so you just go to the studio and, make music and then you don't, I'm like, you don't post it or release it. And he was like, no, he was like, originally I just got to get it out. He was like, it's like a journal for me. He's like, after I say it, he's like, I don't go back and listen to it or nothing. He's like, but like my family keep telling me, like, nah, you need to release it or whatever. And he's like, I don't know if they just saying that because they my family or what, but he like, yeah. So I started going to listen to music. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's good music. Like, honestly and truly, like, good music. Like, I don't lie to nobody. Especially, I don't even know this man. Yeah. I don't got to lie to him. I got to just block them. Or, stop talking to him. And that was, like, the first time I had ever really heard of, like, somebody doing I don't say like doing it for the plot, just to get it out.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Like you heard promise. When you heard the music, you felt like there was promise in this artist. Yeah.
It was like, what? You just doing this for sport? It was surprising to me, but I think that's perspective. Like we all out here doing things for different reasons. Like people be asking me all the time, like, oh, you're not gonna manage nobody else. You're not gonna manage. You fumbling the bag. No, I'm not. I didn't do it for the bag. Don't get me wrong. I need some money. But that wasn't my interest when I did this. I wanted to help the people that I chose, and I felt like I believed in them. Now, money, of course, I want us to get to it, but that wasn't my main objective. Like, it's been people that like, oh, I pay the money. How much you charging to manage? Like, if that's the case, then anybody could get me as their manager, and it's not, the passion is gone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not there.
I don't think nobody's manager relationship started off of them paying like a dollar amount. There's a certain way you go about business. It's like, I'm your manager. This is what the terms is.
Well, people see this group of people, right? They see me attached to it. They see all these people like getting, and I tell people all the time, these people had motion before me. Yeah, in Indianapolis, we got all these little different worlds. I call them different scenes.
Facts.
Like, and Jinx is really the one that like kind of like introduced me to different music scenes, kind of. But it's just different worlds, period, out here. So it's like, they was existing before me. I just took them in, like, you just, because I shared them, now they kind of entered your world or whatever. But
right.
I like Free, everybody know who Free was before me. Like, that's literally why I got into local music. But I don't feel like I necessarily gave anybody more attention. But I think that people see, like, the vision of what I have going on. So now they want to be a part of it. But you can't pay to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Right. Like, if I think it aligns for me to work with you, then I'll work with you. But right now, I ain't doing nothing. I got 5 people. How do you think I can manage somebody else?
That was one of my questions, though. Like, what do you feel like is the appropriate amount of artists that you can handle?
So, originally I had 4. I chose 4. Me and Free and Tiff had talked about management before, like last year, like a little while ago. So I didn't go as free again because it wasn't a no. It was just kind of like a let me think on it or let's figure it out kind of thing. And like you said, timing, you know what I'm saying? Alignment. Like it wasn't a no though. It wasn't like hell no. It was just like now, right now, or we'll figure it out kind of. And we never really revisited. So me and Free had a conversation. I did a song called Heavy Step Party. It got 11 artists from Indianapolis, and I chose them specifically, like people that supported me when I first started going into the local music scene, or people that I really liked, you know what I mean? And he came in, recorded that at Trill Studio, and we just started having a conversation, and like we just decided, like, you know, he was gonna be part of Heavy Step, and then we waited to announce when we went on Off the Porch.
Okay.
I don't think that 5 for me right now is enough. Like, I called him my freshman class, my starting 5. I might not never ever manage nobody again. Like that might be if we do what my vision is.
Yeah.
I won't help like I'm not gonna say I won't help nobody else. I'll consult. I'll give you ideas, but I won't add nobody else because I won't have the capacity.
Yeah.
Like
I do believe that there's a capacity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you think back on a lot of like, because I was very much into paying attention to labels and stuff, and like you give me like a vibe of like Deb a little bit, like Deb.
That's my girl. I'm so mad I forgot to say something about her on Off the Porch. Like, please call me and tell me what to do.
And I think
like,
she would.
Please call me.
Think she would.
I gotta go back somewhere and say, please, Deb, call me. I study her. I study her and I study Suge Knight. But I watch every interview Deb has ever done, any documentary that they have ever done, or anything on YouTube, anything available about Deb, I watch. Like I watch her page, any clips, any full interviews. I watch her because, first of all, being a woman in the local scene is hard, but being a woman in business is hard, especially like in a male-dominated area. Like all my artists are pretty much like, I mean, I'm surrounded by males. I got 2 women, don't get me wrong, and I got Tiff, but all my DJs are males, you know, and then I got 3 male artists, like, and I'm always around men. I just am like.
What do you think the struggle is with men? Like thinking they know it all? Or they know better than you?
No, that's not even. They always trying to fuck. I'm sorry. Can I cuss?
Yeah,
okay. I probably done already cussed so many times.
No, I want you to, you know, be your true
I probably
self.
already done cussed so many times. Can I cuss? It's probably fine. Like cuss word 97.
I was more so expecting like, you know, they vision sometimes and yours.
No,
maybe
me.
Be
so.
But they got a whole separate vision outside of music.
So for me. Okay, so I'll speak about my 5.
Okay.
It ain't really men or women. It's personality. Like, so why I wanted to do the Elephant Files, it ended up being an EP. I'm dropping another EP this month. Why I wanted to do the Elephant Files, it's supposed to be a big CD. It's supposed to be 14 songs, but trial and error. I learned some stuff. I had released some singles, but I released them under the artist name instead of my label's name, and I couldn't put them on that CD. So, long story short, I ended up doing an EP. But the reason why I wanted to do it was we worked 6 months on this album. I wanted to learn them. Because a lot of people be like, oh, you a label. But I don't call myself a label. And I constantly say I'm not a label because I feel like a label feels like they can control their artists, right? They make them sign and they say, here, you got to stay here for 5 CDs or whatever it may be. Don't post this. You can't say this. You can't do that. All these rules, right? Yeah. For me, I'm a partner to my artists, right? If somebody comes to me with something and they don't want to do it, I'll tell them how I feel about it. Like, they're like, well, what you think? Okay, I'll tell you, I think you should do it, or I don't think you should do it, or if you do it, da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? And we come to a conclusion together. Like, if you say no, this is your vision. You are your own artist. You get what I'm saying? So that's the difference between me and a label, what I say. Maybe one day I will, wake up and say I am a label, but that's the difference between, like, what a label would do. Okay. So in that instance, to me, that's the reason why it was so important to me to learn them. Because everybody has a different personality, number one. Everybody has a different creative process. And me and my producer, Trillion Cuts, he's also an artist. So Trill could wake up and do a project in 7 days, easily. He's done it. Okay. But my artists aren't like that. Sometimes they need to feel the music. They need to go through some things. They gotta, you know what I mean? They might start the song and he done gave them a beat and he like, well, what they doing with it? What they doing with it? And it's just not the same. So we really all learned each other in a different, just learning personally, creatively. So I don't think for me, my 5, it's not males are harder or females are harder. It's just personality.
Personality.
Yeah, it's just learning them. And I don't even think anybody is harder. It's just like everybody is different, just period. Like what's important to some people is different. Some people write faster, some people write slower, or it's just like they going through something. It's like more so just learning them. But males in the industry, I would say, like when I deal with them, first of all, I'm a Gary girl, so I feel like sometimes I come off. Well, I've improved, but I feel like sometimes I come off like aggressive. But I really just be straightforward. Like I don't. Thank you, my hair look cute. Thank you, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like they be trying to flirt or cross the line, kinda, and I'm just like, I want to talk about the business. That's usually
testing your boundaries.
Yeah, really. Initially though, like first off bat, like I don't know you. That's usually what my issue be like. And then so you gotta kind of not stroke their ego, but you gotta be careful because now I done denied your advance and you fucking with me on some business shit because I denied your advance. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's usually why I say it's just weird to be in this space because you know what I mean? It's like power. It's like
those ain't the type of people you want to even deal with anyway.
But sometimes you gotta play that game until you can decide
until you know for
that
sure
you don't want to work with them. Sometimes I gotta take what I can get. You get what I'm saying? Or my artists really want to do this show or whatever it may be, and this is the person I gotta deal with.
Yeah.
So some instances I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'm not dealing with them. I refuse, but in some instances you gotta deal, you gotta swallow it and just deal with it until, you get to the point where you can say, nah, fuck it, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like we have enough like platforms and just opportunities to highlight these artists and music just here locally and maybe surrounding areas? Do we need more of that?
I feel like we do need more, but I also feel like people, the platforms that do, they pick and choose who they gonna support, and not off of like popularity or talent. It's like the chosen ones, and I always say that, like no shade to nobody else, but like
I feel like there's like a cool table.
Yeah, it's like this is who I've decided we gonna push, and it don't matter what anybody else does. And it ain't just about mine, instead my artists.
The cream just rising to the top.
Yeah.
It's more so like.
It's like, this is who we gonna do. I don't care if this person ain't did nothing in 5 years. They ain't even put no music out. We just gonna push this. But that's okay because that's when you start making your own fucking content. I just told somebody that was saying that he wanted to go on some podcasts. I said, go make your own interview content.
Yeah.
Easy. You could set you up some lights. Go sit outside somewhere. It's still nice outside. You can go to a park, put your tripod right there, have somebody interview you off the screen and get some mics. I'm like, you could borrow my mics if you need to. I'm like, make it yourself. Don't wait. That's the beautiful thing about technology and social media.
Yes.
You can make it yourself. Like, honestly and truly, put some ad dollars behind it. Make something creative. Do some creative. Do a scavenger hunt. Like, hey, I got some of my merch at some, or watch my interview, or there's so many creative things that you can do. Cause we could sit here and cry about it, but then what? You still ain't got people still don't know you got an album coming out.
Yeah.
People still don't know nothing but seeing you cry. That's what I see a lot of. I don't even see people post and promo themselves, but I be seeing them crying. And I'm like, well, if you posted your music as much as you posted you crying, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they don't be valid because it's hard. Like, it's hard.
It's glass ceiling.
It is. And I'm not going to even say gatekeeping. People have just decided who they going, and then that's why sometimes you got to go outside of your city. And that's okay.
Absolutely.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
We're not saying you ain't good enough or nothing like that. But if I tried to, like, even before we went on Off the Porch, I emailed so many podcasts around here about, like, even some of my artists separately, some of us as a group, and nobody emailed me back. Now, of course, after we gone off the porch, everybody like, oh, we got to get you on the pod. We got to get you on the pod. I was trying to do a promo run before I went out of town. You know what I mean, to do it. So I don't think there are a lot, but I don't even think people would support it correctly necessarily.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm definitely trying to make that here. I definitely want this to be like a place where artists can talk about their music.
It's a need though. It's for sure a need.
There's a need for it. Like
but
we have
also,
podcasts here, but we don't have one that's like hyper focused on music.
Yeah, just music. Not no mess.
Not
no extra shit. Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's
and
why
it's
I'm
like they're not
trying
consistent. Like if they do, they're not consistent. And I mean, it's definitely a need. It's a need, but also too, you got to meet them where they at. You got to go to shows. You got to make people know who you are. And I think that's a thing that people just don't want to do no more. People don't want to do the groundwork no more. And that's a general statement about everything. Like even artists, like it's so like, a lot of the younger artists got that cool anti-social. I don't want to post on my Instagram. Well, how the fuck we gonna know who you are?
How we gonna know?
So
there's so many artists, so much music that come out. Like you have to cut through.
Literally.
And just trying to be mysterious.
Keenan Hampton on Facebook.
Shout out Keenan.
Yeah, he posts every Friday what's coming out. And I just be looking like, God damn. And I'm not going to listen to most of it, but still.
It's so much.
Think about that. Then that's mainstream mostly. He'll post like some local stuff or whatever. Like I had wrote him like, hey, we dropping this, I tell him when we dropping a single and he'll add me. Shout out to Keenan. I need to send him some lunch money. But I be looking at that like that's just mainstream. Yeah. And that's why I be telling people, stop dropping on Fridays. Are y'all slow?
Yeah. We need to go back to Tuesdays, low key.
Choose any day but Friday. Not if you local. That's how I feel. Now I know the math behind the Friday. Oh, it give you supposedly 7 days or whatever for the first week of streaming because it don't start until whatever.
But who care about the first
are
week
people
sales?
gonna listen to it? It's gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, first week sales don't really mean nothing no more.
Nothing mean nothing no more. Cause ain't nothing real.
Yeah, the rules have been. Yeah.
They all buying and manipulating shit. Ain't nothing real no more. It's perspective. Like, And then if you got a machine behind you, we can't beat you.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though. What do you? So say one of the artists, hey, I got a single. I'm ready to. Labor Day weekend is when I want to release. Where does your mind go as far as breaking a new single? Just a single, not an album. You want to break a single. Where are you going? Are you going to your DJs first? Or are you going to start putting them in doing like a promotional run or like?
Well, first I got to listen to the song. And I got to understand like what my vision is for the song. So like anytime anybody, like even artists that are not signed to me, if they send me like a file and they send me something and they ask me like, people ask me for content ideas all the time. My brain just works crazy. Like, I could just give you something. So first I have to listen to the song and just get a strategy for it. Like, what is the content going to look like? What is the video going to look like? What are we doing? Are we doing merch? Are we doing posters? Like, I believe in, like, this is Jinx right here. Say, what will losers do?
Okay.
We made this for the Blackout show. We made these, and then we had posters too. We had Jinx posters. We sold out of those. So, like, I believe in, like, tangibles. I mean, you see I brought you a shirt.
Yes.
And then I got this poster. All of the all the DJs not on here, but this is Trillion Cuts. This is Ike. That's one of my DJs. He's actually Morel's DJ. Okay. And Allie, Jinx, Free, me, and Tiff. So Tiff is helping me manage Morel and Free.
Okay.
But I believe in like little stuff like this because like I didn't put QR codes on this one because I don't have nothing right now that I want people to go to, right? Okay. But I believe in little stuff like this because people don't do it no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Remember, I used to be so excited to see the inside of the CD covers.
Yes.
Like, because they used to really design them. They used to really have photo shoots for them, you know?
That's why I got these here because, I mean, it's a whole different experience.
Is.
I leave that little session of looking at the book, like I know the artist so much more.
And then when he used to have the lyrics in there,
yes, yes,
like shout out, this is dedicated to my mama,
yes,
just
the credits.
It was so intimate with that. Yeah. So like That's what I really been studying is like pre-internet rollouts.
Okay.
Like before we
Yes,
had
I
the
love
internet.
those. Yeah,
I miss them.
I miss them too.
I miss them. You know who did the best one recently that I could say? Summer Walker, when she was doing the promo for It's Over.
Oh, yeah. Was that the one where she was doing like the little?
She had the trash can. She had that old man. She was walking around with that old man with the marriage.
Okay.
But you're talking about the one before. I like that
The
one too.
one
When it
with
with the
Port
garbage.
Mines
Yeah,
and-
and
yeah.
they had, and she had, and then she was going places when they was trying to break that thing. They was trying to break the CD out.
Oh,
she was going
yes.
to different cities. I like that one too.
Yeah.
So Summer Walker is like, I'll be watching her
idea.
stuff. It just be stuff to get people engaged.
Yeah.
Because remember, we used to know when CDs was coming out. Now we don't.
Well, actually, her manager too is a guy that I like. I like his ideas. His name's Justice.
Yeah.
So I do pay attention to him.
Yeah, I study him too.
And
Like
Love
I study,
Renaissance.
I just go study people's teams. I'm like, who in the hell is on their team? Like when Gunna came out to whatchamacallit, Grandma. It was a what's the girl name? It's a rapper in Atlanta. I can't think of her name right now. But she posted this video of her grandma talking about, see, God don't like ugly. Gunna got out. He looking good. He got his health together.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. And she posted it on
I wonder who that was.
on TikTok, on Facebook. I can't think of her
YK
name. What is her name?
Because the girls from Atlanta right now, YK Niece.
It wasn't her.
It's the other girls.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to send it to you. I can't think of her name.
Yeah.
No. I can't think of her name. But Gunna came out to the video, to that audio the next day at his concert.
Okay. See.
Stuff like that. And he got a black woman on his team. Like, black women in marketing be own it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
some
love
other
it.
names too.
I'm
dog.
trying to
It's
think
not
of her
coming to me.
name, but I can't think of her name.
It's a lady named Bosma St. John. She's not a music, you know who that is.
Yeah.
But she worked for Pepsi,
Yep.
a lot of big name companies. Marketing is definitely something that like sparks my interest. My last episode with Damon Hicks, we talked about.
I didn't get to watch it yet, but I did see. That's my boy too. I like Damon.
Yes, we talked about Purple Cow.
Okay.
It's a book by a marketer named Seth Godin, Godin, and he talks about how to take a product through this range of different, from early adopter stage to I forgot what it's called, basically like the follower. From the early adopter who sees the product and is the first one to have it, to the person who buys it because everybody else
Else is
buys
buying
it.
it, yeah.
Yep.
And that's
how
what it
to
is.
take your product
From that, yeah.
from there to there.
And it's
Yeah.
so many different ways now. Okay, so the question, I'm sorry, let's go back to the question about a
Okay.
single.
Yes.
I would try to do a strategy, like a rollout strategy. I know a lot of people feel like rollouts not necessary anymore or whatever, but I think because I always tell people so the music space is new to me. I am a marketer for products and services. So my first thing is brand awareness. Do they even know who you are? And do they know you have something coming to look for? So my first thing would be to just start kind of teasing it, like putting it in some organic content, like not even necessarily saying, hey, listen to this song, put it on, I would probably send it to Tiff and say, hey, do something with one of your outfits with this or something like that, so people could kind of see.
It's not so in your face.
Yeah, see if people even recognize the song or different things like that. So it would just depend what the song was about. I'm a real storyteller, so I would try to do a strategy to roll it out, but tell the story of the song.
Okay, so you said music came after, but you was marketing before that. But we always talk about music and our first instances of coming in contact with music. So when was that for you? Growing up in Gary, of course, right? Was it church? Was you a
College
radio
dropout.
baby? Okay, college dropout. That's a little later though. So
that's the first time I said I liked hip hop. Now music. My parents, my dad, Prince, Luther. He used to listen to tapes. We had tapes and then we had CD players. We couldn't listen to mainstream music. We, there was Bible thumpers. So we used to sneak. I'm talking about, I just seen somebody say, I could tell these kids never had to sit with their finger on the last button.
Yeah, play and record at the same time. Those was my first playlist.
So we used to sneak and listen to stuff. But I'll say what I could first remember is Prince, Kiss by Prince.
Yeah.
I think my dad used to love that song. and Adore. Like those two songs are like ingrained. I mean, I know every part of these songs. Like that, my dad just loved Prince, and he loved random. He loved Ice Cube. So just listening to and riding with my daddy and R. Kelly. Like I knew R. Kelly songs when I should not have known no R. Kelly songs. Sometimes I'll hear like the beginning of an R. Kelly song and I'll go back and look at the year and I'm like, I should not know this. I was 5. Like
R. Kelly music was just always there.
yeah,
Always
but
there.
you know, we were from Gary, so right
Yeah.
next door, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I can remember. I mean, I liked gospel music in church, but more so just riding with my daddy, listening to tapes. Like I said, Prince, like Adore still today right now is my favorite love song. I don't care what nobody say. If a man tell me love's too weak to define just what you mean to me, come on now. You can't beat that. Like
beat it.
bars for real.
Yeah.
So that's my first thought of like music is like just riding with my daddy, Luther, Prince, of course, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, every Michael Jackson album, of course. But yeah, that's my first thought.
Yeah, we it's crazy how like Michael Jackson has had this like resurgence, especially with the young kids. Like if you got a young kid,
But
like
I don't
5,
never think he went away because it's
Nah,
a
not with
weird
us.
thing. Because
But
it's a
this
weird
new
thing.
generation.
Even my nephew, like my nephew was 13. He had a Michael Jackson phase when he was like 5. You remember the Wii?
right.
That
yeah.
little
My
yeah,
son, that was the
he
first
was
video game he
stuck
ever played.
on that game. Like,
Yeah.
and he started to. It's like every kid go through a Michael Jackson phase.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
He's a like a action figure
No, for sure.
to kids. You know, my son that game he played that with that Wii game. That was like the first ever game he ever played. And then like my youngest daughter who's 6. She seen the movie and she loved
I'm sure.
Mike. She loved and she listened to you know that song Chicago. He got a song that's popular right now called Chicago that came out on one of those posthumous albums.
It brought back so much stuff. Like even my kids, you know, TikTok ruined their world. So my kids, I was hearing Angel sing "Being" the other day or one of those songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you know about that? She's like she laughed. She always laughed. She's like TikTok. I'm like, I was like, that's what I knew
love
because
that, though.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good because even like. That's how my daughter got on Aaliyah a lot. Like she'll be singing Aaliyah songs, and I'm like, "How do you know? Like, where did it come from?" And she'll be like TikTok. I'm like, "That's crazy." But yeah.
Shout out to TikTok because it do remind you a lot of songs that you forgot or may not be on streaming.
Or our kids know them, and it's like they wouldn't never listen to it with me because they'll call all my stuff oldies, and they'll just put their little headphones in.
Chris Brown Run It. Like my daughters like that song, and I had never played it for them up until then. And they was like, yeah, Daddy, we heard it on TikTok. I'm like, all right, you know, just different avenues for different music. But, you know, back to you, though. So what's coming up for your artist? Do you have an artist that's maybe getting ready to drop an album?
Tato should be dropping in September. It'll be his first album. It's good. I've been listening to it. It's good. He tweaking a little bit. Morel just dropped. The Motivator, so he calling it a tape. It's an album. It's 12 songs on it. Free is he'll be at Shreese, so August 29th. He got some stuff coming up. Everybody pretty much is Jinx got an EP coming out. Everybody got some stuff coming out. Allie is about to drop an EP too. So yeah, everybody. It's always something. You know, it's always something coming. It's always something dropping. Like I said, the EP about to come out. There's some good songs on there in August. This month, I probably do it right before Shreese, so like the 26th or something like that. But it's some good music on there too. Like they always working. Like
I imagine that Shreese is gonna be a big deal for y'all coming up. You know, just for the artists and being able to network and everything. Is this your first Shreese you've been to?
It's my second. Last year, so previous, I would always be in Invest Fest in Atlanta. It was the same weekend every year. So I missed it, multiple years or whatever. But this is my second year. Yeah, I mean, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's fun. I'm interested to see, because it's a lot of people from out of town this time. I'm interested to see, what does that look like? Does that bring more people from out of town? or I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm a little
I think it
curious
will be
of it.
more
I
people
hope
from
it
out of
does.
town.
Like, I hope it does. I'm just curious to see.
This is my second one too. The first one I went to was some years back. It may have been the first one. It was the one where they had Andrew Barber from Fake Short Drive. He did like a speech or something. This
Probably
might
not the
have been.
first one. This is the 11th.
This is the 11th.
Yeah, last year was the 10th year anniversary. This is the
It's been
11th.
10 Treeses.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we on 11.
Whoa. I didn't realize that, but yeah, this is my
Because it
second
wasn't
one.
super big like the first one wasn't super big.
Nah,
They
it
just
wasn't.
got bigger.
Yeah.
And I feel like Fountain Square, like that area, I feel like at 10 years ago, it was a different world. It wasn't like as open as it is now. Like,
Yeah.
but from what I'm understanding, the history of it is like that's how they had to be because they didn't want hip hop in that area.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it was like underground-ish. From what I'm
Yeah.
understanding the history now, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either.
So I'm
No.
only being told things like that's one thing about entering this scene. It's like trying to understand the past because it's like you kind of understand the history of certain things. Because like me, I came in green. I didn't realize people was beefing over shit that was like 10 years old or there wasn't any stupid shit. To me it was stupid. Let me say that. But luckily, most of the like beefs that I've even uncovered, most of the people are making up because there's so many people dying. So most of the people are like, just squashing that shit. Like, hey, life is too short.
Yeah.
But
I wonder what sparked that change though from Fountain Square being a place that was more, I guess, maybe was it rock? It wasn't accepting of hip hop. Now they got a whole hip hop festival there for 10 plus years.
I don't really know.
Shout
Probably
out
just
to who was that? Oreo Jones.
yeah. Oreo is the founder.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a team. That probably has been there. Certain people that's probably been there from day one.
Yeah.
That's helped him execute. But I'm not sure of the history of that. But I appreciate it for what it is. Like, I appreciate it for what it is. It's a good day. It's a long day. I said I'm getting me a scooter. I'm about to go look for one
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
what I'm
Like,
saying. I can
it's a
imagine
long
you about
day.
to be.
But I'm
over
not.
there.
Yeah, it's really like strategic. Like, you gotta look at the times of people going. You gotta go like map out where you going or whatever. Last year, me and Tiff, I didn't have my watch on. I'm like, damn, I wish I had my watch on. I want to know how many steps I did.
Yeah.
I know it was a lot.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Okay. What about let's see, we got Butter coming up after that too. Also, Treese is the same weekend as the Michael Jackson.
Mike Epps and Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson on the 29th, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's that weekend.
And
too.
Mike Epps.
And Mike Epps.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But I think it's 3 different crowds.
Yeah.
Well, definitely Mike Epps. Like, I feel like most people, I'm not going to say most of the people. A lot of people on Mike Epps ain't never heard of Trees. It's a different world.
It is.
It's
Ain't
just
that
a
crazy?
different
It's
world.
one city, but it's just all these
I'm
different
telling you,
circles.
when I be talking to even artists, when I be talking to people, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll say an artist's name, and I just wouldn't have known that this artist would have heard of this artist. 'Cause I think they'll be good on a song together, or they remind me of each other in a sense, not even necessarily musically or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they don't be knowing each other. It's crazy. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's so many little different worlds out here.
Yeah, it's actually an artist that I just became aware of here, and her name is Rekindle. I wanna
Kendall.
say. Kendall.
It's
but
Rekindle on Facebook. I mean on Instagram, but
Oh,
Kendall.
that's just
Kendall.
okay.
Yeah,
Kendall,
she hard.
yeah, she's hard. Somebody put me onto her song, New Grace, and it's fire.
She got a
It's
song
fire.
called Affirmations. I used to listen to it
Yeah.
every morning. I need to start doing it. But it's a real, like, it ain't like, I love it. Like,
Yes,
it's a
it's
good
not
ass
enough-
song.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And it-
Kendall.
It's good. It's good for the soul. I love.
She
music.
was on, I don't know what the damn name of the show
Yeah,
is.
I
On
just
Netflix.
seen- Rap Game or something.
Yeah. Yep. She was
on that. See, Kendall, I would love to have you on the platform. I haven't reached out to her yet, but
Yeah, I'll make
yeah.
it a connect for sure. Yeah, she's
I
a
would
sweetheart.
love-
Kendall is a sweetheart, but she is hard. She kind of like, when I first heard her, she was still rapping, but she was rapping a little harder. Now she kind of like softened up she's changing her sound a little bit,
Yeah.
but she can rap. Like,
Yeah.
she's talented for
Yeah.
sure. Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I want to ask her. Like what made her come with this approach. This is the only approach I've seen, but like I haven't heard anything before that. But I just like the angle that she coming from and what she talking about. These days, music just got to kind of speak to me. Like
That's how I feel.
it got to speak to me, and it got to be it got to be it ain't got to be all positivity, but like it got to be about upward trajectory.
Yeah.
For me, that's I try to keep an open mind and everything, but as I get older, my taste level starting to get a little more rigid, to be honest.
That's funny. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to be more open, but it could be because of the space I'm in.
Yeah, you kind of have
For
to be.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I definitely have used to be
yeah,
like a real harsh critic.
yeah.
Like I used to so today, not today, but like a few weeks ago, I like corrected myself. I'm like, I gotta stop saying people suck because I can sit in and I'll be at a performance and I think this person is sucking, but it's people enjoying it. You get what I'm saying? Genuinely enjoying it. Know the words.
Yeah.
Not just they friends. Like, like these are fans.
Yeah.
So I just be like, okay, it's something for everybody.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like this
Yeah.
might suck to me, but somebody will listen to this and like it.
This is that's the skill you gotta have as a manager.
Yeah.
Knowing that like, hey, this may not be my personal cup of tea, but there's a market for this.
Yeah. Somebody
Or
likes it.
like 500 people will buy a ticket to go to this show for this artist.
I mean, we see it all the time. Like
Exactly.
we
Just
see it
knowing
all
whatever.
the time.
That's the thing, yeah. Keeping an open mind to that degree. In my head, I used to be like an A&R in my head. I secretly always wanted to be an A&R, and I felt like I had the ear to be like, okay, this beat. Oh, I know this artist. I'll put that on him, or I know that he'd sound good over it. That always piqued my interest too.
Yeah.
It always did.
But now their job has changed so much because it's
Yeah.
like look, gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's not about talent no more. Just talent. It ain't about just talent no
yeah.
more. Because if that was the case, shit. You know what I mean? I know hella people that would have took off.
Yeah.
It's just not about the talent no more. Just the talent. Like it's cute that you got talent almost, but yeah, and that's why that's why I'm learning to navigate that. But it's like, okay, you can't outmarket me though.
One great marketing job that I've been seeing lately is Baby Chief Do It.
I like, yeah.
That song,
You know who
I've
else?
seen that organically grow because he kept doing the visuals.
Yeah.
Visual, dance.
And I've been telling people to do that for years.
Over and
Before
over
I
and
was
over
even
and
a
over.
manager. I'm like, y'all don't see the trend. Everybody's doing one song and keep doing
100
it. The
videos.
same part.
The same
Because
part.
it's brainwashing you to learn it.
That is
Do the
true.
same part. You think you know the song,
Yeah.
but most of the time, like just like TikTok, people remember them sounds. They ain't never even heard the full song.
Yeah.
Sometimes the full song sucks.
Yeah.
Like I know I'll be disappointed when I hear a full song. Sometimes I done heard my kid listen to the sound so many times. Sometimes, but it don't matter. They getting them streams if it's set up right. They getting the streams off TikTok.
Yeah. So when people make a video to your song on TikTok, does that count towards your stream
If
count?
it's set up correctly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this too. It just popped up in my head. What do you suggest as a distribution platform? Do you like DistroKid?
I'm
Do
learning.
you like
I got
TuneCore?
distro. I hate it right now.
What's wrong with DistroKid?
It's just you can't talk to nobody. It's a few smaller ones that you can actually get somebody on the phone.
Okay.
So I got DistroKid right now. I'm not giving no referrals because I'm figuring it out. Like
Okay.
DistroKid to me just was the easiest because I had signed up for a few of them. It just looked the easiest, which it is. But it's like when it rejects something, it give you such a generic reasoning.
It'll reject your song?
Oh yeah. It just rejected. It'll reject like it'll say you got a
samples?
sample, but I didn't have a sample in the song that it said I had a sample in.
Okay.
Or it'll reject it. It'll say it's been uploaded before. It's all kinds of errors you could get. Like, or it'll just give you some generic like error. Or like some generic, so you don't know where to even what's the fix.
To fix the problem. Okay.
Like to the point, where some people just take the whole song off, like the album or the project. Like I don't know what the issue is. It'll tell you what song it is for the most part, or whatever. But I don't know. I'm figuring it out though.
Okay. So I heard you talk about the books and everything. So you do believe in physical copies still?
We was gonna do physical copies for the album because it was 14 songs, and we was gonna get some vinyls, but we didn't end up doing 14 songs, so I didn't want to do that for an EP.
Okay.
Maybe eventually at the end I'll do like a best of the EPs or whatever, because now I'm just gonna do a series of EPs instead of doing a full album.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do that. I just believe that first of all, I am utterly scared of these streaming platforms. I'm scared of them. If they go down tomorrow, I don't got no music. I don't, because I don't really buy people's stuff no more.
Right.
I just use it on streaming. If it go down tomorrow, I don't have anything on my phone. You know, back in the day, we used to have iTunes where we would upload the CD and upload it to the iPod, right? But I had the CD.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's my thought about it. It's just scary. But other than that, I think physical things just period. Even if like a keepsake, like vinyls, you know, some people don't even have a fucking player. They just collect them. I just believe in physical things, period. Like merch. I feel like people sleep on merch all the time. I think for brand awareness, like anytime I go anywhere, I'll take like this podcast. I brought you, things, but anytime I'm like anywhere, I have something in my trunk. I don't care. Like if I meet somebody and we have a conversation, because like I'm a fake celebrity now. People always come up to me and talk to me, and if it's somebody like I made a good connection with, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm about to give you a shirt or I'm about to give you a poster or something. You're gonna remember that I gave you that. You know what I mean? And people love free shirts. Like people love a shirt.
See,
you know what I mean?
Right
people love a shirt though. Like I love a t-shirt too. I don't care if it say Planet Fitness. If it's free, I'm wearing my t-shirt.
Like, might as well just wear it.
So I mean, I'm testing it out. I don't know how well they'll sell, but I believe in trying it. Like I believe that we have lost the blueprint of so many things.
Yeah. I definitely want to kind of reinvigorate that whole. That's why my table full of physical media, even like magazines. Like when the last time you seen a magazine?
No, for real. And was able to hold one. I used to love magazines.
Some of the photography, like you go on any of these magazines right here, you see photography, like great photography. Some of these pictures you may have seen online, but just being able to rub your finger
place
across,
it and see where it was, like a lot of these, like even it's like this Anita Baker cover, I know that by heart. You know what I mean? Like that Chris Brown CD cover, like you knew that was the photo shoot for the album. You get what I'm saying? Like it's such a lost thing.
Did you realize this too? This is a side note.
What?
Did you realize that this cover, he basically is doing the Thriller. He basically got the same outfit as Thriller.
No, I did not.
I never even peeped that.
Okay. I looked one day. Oh, he's so young. Look at him, man.
I'm like, oh, he was in his mic bag.
He definitely was. Whoever his designer was. Who was it? Sankara's too young. I was saying, what's Sankara?
Yeah, no, I don't know who that was.
I love her little messages. Yeah, I love her little 1-2s. Like sometimes I catch them and sometimes I don't, but I love how she always make us be like, look, this is what I was going for.
Yeah,
this
the
is
inspo.
If you look at it, you could catch it or whatever. But that's I'm a fan. Like I am totally a fan. Like I always try to repost her stuff on that From Gary page because I feel like it's such an inspiration to like little black girls at home, that have the interest in fashion.
Yeah. Did you know her growing up?
Not really. Like we knew of each other. Like I knew who she was. One of my good friends dated her. So
That's somebody else I would love if you ever in Indianapolis. Like I want this to be like a spot where people can, get their ideas off, whatever you're selling, you can promote that too. But just share your story. It's so many stories. There's so many of us, like we grew up in the same area and stuff, but we don't know each other like on a personal level.
Yeah, because we didn't meet until we were grown. Yeah.
And I love the fact that, even if we wasn't as close, if we know we from the same spot, we still stick together.
Oh yeah, we do.
We still stick together. I don't feel like everybody really appreciates that about us, but I love the fact no matter what city I've lived in since I left home, I found community and people that's from the same place, and we look out for each other.
For sure.
And that's definitely what this is here. For sure. But okay, so we talked about artists, what you got, what they have coming up. Outside of that, like what are you listening to any current music right now? Because it is summertime. I've been trying to figure out what.
So I got a friend. Do you know who Myron is? His name is Myron.
Oh,
My
they
friend.
they cook the food.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
my
shout out
friend
Myron.
Myron is
He do music?
no, he is like a playlist curator, right?
Okay,
So he is
okay.
the only way I really listen to some new music. So
All
he
right.
been sending me like Akeem Ali, and he just sent me this dude, this 51 June dude,
51 June. He
or
just dropped a
whatever.
project
Yeah,
Friday.
he just sent me some of
Yep.
that. So I've been listening to a little bit, but he's the only
Yeah.
way. Like I got ADHD. When I go try to listen to stuff by myself, now I did listen to Larry June's newest project.
All right.
Now that's the first one I could say.
How you feel about Larry?
I didn't like him. Like I feel like fuck niggas be listening to him. So maybe that
You're not
messed up.
talking about fuck niggas.
I know, but still, it's like a brand of niggas that listen to Larry June.
It's me.
But
I listen to Larry.
before when I tried to listen to him, I just couldn't get to it. But this last project I liked.
Okay.
I liked his last project.
Yeah,
And I listened to no. Oh, Sid's last project, newest project. I listened to that.
Yes. Beard. It's called Beard.
Yeah, that was a good. I missed her. It made me start to go listen to the internet stuff because man, I was an internet fan when they first came out. I was a fan. So I just been listening to a little bit of everything, like really studying. Like I'm a comfort person. I like to listen to stuff. Like I really listen to my
familiar with?
Yeah, familiar things. But I listen to my own artists every day. Like literally, I just
Yeah.
listen to them and just be trying to think like let it get my mind going. You know, like start to think about what we could do. You know,
do you
today.
hear stuff and be like, oh, maybe it'll sound better? Do you get suggestions on lyrics sometimes?
Sometimes.
Excuse. Oh, maybe you should put this word in or take this word out.
So Trill, that was a part of me learning in the studio because Trill pretty much produced all the songs. Allie had her own beats for the most part because she like more R&B.
Yeah.
So Allie had her own beats for the most part, but Trill like started to teach me. Like I'll be whispering like when they like recording, I'm like, she should have said this. Or I'm like, no, that don't make sense. Or like I'll be numb, like trying to like talking to myself, but he'll hear me. He'll be like, say it. And I'm like, no,
you don't
hell
want to
no.
disturb their process.
Yeah, that's their creative process or whatever like that. He like, yeah, but then every time you hear that song, you gonna say that to yourself. And he like said, if they disagree, fall back. He like, or y'all can talk about it. So I got comfortable in that, but it took me a little while to get there. Like me and Jinx, I think Jinx was the easiest because me and Jinx got that relationship where I could just say what I want to her, and it don't come off like harsh to her. Like she know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
So like if it was Jinx, I easily be like nah, or I'll tell her like, what, you don't want to be here? Like you ain't going off. Like you sound horrible. You sound tired or whatever like that, and she'll be like, okay, like, and she'll like, I'll do it again, or
she trusts
whatever.
you.
Like, yeah, she trusts me. She take what I say, but I had to get comfortable with like that was like I said, that was a part of me wanting to do this album because I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn that. Like I wanted to learn how to speak that language to them. I don't think that I can't tell them that, but I think I have to tell everybody different.
Okay, so we running social. Do you want to continue to do the web design and everything, or as the music grows?
I'm in a space of like being selective of who I do.
Okay.
Before I was hungry, and don't get me wrong, I'm still hungry, but I don't want to force myself to work just for the money. If I don't have the vision for you, then I just don't have it. Okay. So we're rerunning social. We pretty much we're moving into like more corporate spaces. We still do like community-based businesses. That's what we want to do. Okay. But we are, we just take different type of clients. But I would still do, like I'm going to make my artist, of course, I'm always going to service them in any way if I can do it, a website or whatever like that, run ads or whatever like that. But yeah, I would still do it. It just has to be the right client or the right project. Like I'm just not accepting everybody like I used to. It's not fair to me because it's like I'm accepting it for the money, but I don't even see a vision for you or, and the person you always give a discount to would be the most difficult or whatever it may be. So it just has to be,
And some people just not ready yet.
Yeah, they not. And a lot of people not even ready, even though they come to you. They're not ready for the help.
For that yet.
They're not ready for it.
Or you just haven't reached the point in your career where you need that, but they may feel that way. I was going to ask you, what was the last concert you've been to? but it's probably been one of your artist shows.
Probably.
You just
Yeah.
did something at Dave's. Dave's
Where?
Hot Chicken.
Oh, no.
You be making so many posts, and like I try to keep. You made a post that really spoke to me. It was on Facebook, and I can't remember what you was saying. It was something about it was something creatively. You talk about a lot of stuff, but it was this one. It was more like a professional. You had like a gripe or something, but I do pay attention to you. But like, you did something. It was a guy that was in front of Dave's Chicken or something like that.
Oh, me and Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of Hot Boys.
Hot Boys.
So, yeah,
I'm
Hot
sorry.
Boys. Yeah.
Hot Boys.
Me
yeah.
and
Was
Sean.
that-
It was supposed to be yesterday, but they rained us out. It rained us out.
Oh.
So we redoing that September 5th. Yeah.
Okay.
We redoing that September 5th. I'm gonna start sending you stuff. I'm gonna start sending
Yeah,
you
I wanna
stuff for
come out to
sure.
some
So you
stuff.
can definitely see. Because I think you would really like Allie, and then I'm gonna play you something before I leave.
Okay.
But yeah, like I don't know, it's just a lot. Like I run a lot of page. Like I run from Gary. You know, I made that
Oh
page.
yes, I want to talk about the from Gary page. Thank you for bringing that up. When did you start that? What year was that?
2016. So
Okay.
Karen was in office, and I had went. I was living in Indianapolis. and I was going up to the city council meetings. And I really wanted to end up running. Like I was planning to move back home and everything. Not necessarily I don't even know what I wanted to run for, but I was, still
Oh, you want to be on city council?
city council something. I wanted to help.
Okay.
So I was going up to the city. I mean, you know how you have to call City Hall to ask when this is Karen. It was no social media. No. The website was still like super old coded WordPress that nobody ever updated or whatever.
Yeah.
So I used to have to call up to City Hall to ask when the meetings was or whatever. And I was going back and forth. So one day I had raised my hand. Now, mind you, I think it used to be me, Devin. I think Ashley Stewart was at this meeting. Yeah, it was like maybe 4 of us that was under 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe 4 of us.
So
I raised my hand. I asked. I said, why don't y'all present on social media? Do you want the youth involved? I told her, I have to call. Nobody's gonna do that.
No.
We are information based. Like we fast with it. Yeah. So I asked her and she got smart with me. Well, she didn't get smart with me. She did get smart with me. She was like, well, that's my director of communications over there. You can talk to her after the meeting.
Oh, she passed the buck.
If you want to run the page, you can. I said, give me the login.
Yeah. Oh, so that page was already started?
No.
Oh.
I talked to the director of communications who didn't have a cell phone.
Oh, my goodness.
And we talked. She took my information. And nothing came from it. Okay. So I started the page.
Okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to start the page. Because there was a lot of stuff going on at home that I wouldn't see until a week after it was gone. Yeah. Like, I didn't see no flyers. Because I'm not at home either. I will say in Gary, people still put flyers up. Like, people still go to the gas station and leave stuff or whatever. Sure. But I wasn't at home. I didn't live there. So I didn't know a lot of things that was going on until after it was done. Or I'll see pictures from something or whatever. So that's why I started it.
Okay. Because, that page has been my go-to page to figure out what's going on at the crib.
Yeah, at one point in time, the city was sending me stuff to post.
Yeah, and they should continue. So Karen, and then when Eddie came in, did Eddie embrace you and embrace the page?
Oh, yeah. Eddie's, they used to be stealing stuff from my page.
Oh,
I called him out on it. His first, City of Union or something. I screenshotted different parts and not even opused it. Okay, I sat there and screenshotted and edited and stuff, and they took some from my page. And I wrote them. I wrote on it. I said, so y'all not gonna credit me?
Yeah.
Y'all got a whole media team. You know what I mean? And they end up. I don't know if they end up crediting me or they took it down. I can't remember, but they did something. But Eddie's team, Prince's team used to act like I didn't exist really. Yeah. But they did have some kind of presence. So I would just repost stuff and I'm always big. Like my thing is I'm gonna say where I got it from. I don't like that page, like you said, I didn't start it for views or likes or anything. I started it because really I started because if you used to look up the Gary, Indiana hashtag, it was just Michael Jackson. Don't get me wrong, love Michael Jackson, but we got so much more than Michael Jackson. Like it's so many more creatives out of Gary. It's so much good press. Or you see that, or you see we used to be the murder capital. How long ago was that? You know, so that's the real reason why I started. So I just used to highlight people's pages, like the stuff that I would see myself, and then I used to always post like, hey, and for probably 5 years, I think it was 20 or 2021 is the first time I showed my face. I didn't sell. Everybody used to be like, who run this page? People used to inbox me like, can I know who run this page?
Why do it matter?
No, I'm not. Even me and Jonesy got into it on that page. And you know, me and Jonesy is like this. But this was before he didn't know who posted it. Because I had said something. Somebody asked me like, why don't From Gary come cover events or whatever? And I had replied.
Jonesy said that?
No, somebody asked me in the comments. And I replied and I was like, I don't even live there. I live in Vegas, which I did. And Jonesy was like, this girl lives in Vegas. This person lives in Vegas.
Jonesy
they talk about my city.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never post anything negative, though. It's all positive. But it's so funny when he found out, he was like, I was beefing with you for a minute. He was like, I didn't even know who you was. But that was the reason. It wasn't about me. It was about the city.
Yeah.
Like, here are things that's going on. Here's back to school things. Here's one source. Because I'm not going to say until I made that page, but before I made that page, I didn't see anything in the digital space where you could go one place to see what was going on. You know what I mean?
You have to know people.
Yeah, and I hate that.
Yeah,
you got to know somebody to call your grandma and ask, tell the church lady to ask.
Come from the grapevine.
Exactly. So that's the reason why I started that page. So anytime I see anything positive about somebody from Gary, I just post it. I repost it. I tell people to send me their stuff all the time. Now people just be starting to collab, and I'll just accept it as long as it's not negative. I'll accept it. Like
you can help me out a lot with some of my clips and stuff. You help me.
That's why I was like
me tagging
collab
it. It exposed me to a lot of different people who didn't know what I was doing. But we have not only just you. We got people like Jonesy. We got like Kamisha. She does a lot of content on Gary and stuff. We got people who actually are going and
telling the stories.
Telling the stories.
And we got to talk to these elders because we don't have nothing documented, really. There's not a documentary. Not by us. Not our story. Not the Black story of Gary. There's not a documentary. There's not really any books. We have to start talking and getting these stories before these people die off and the stories die with them.
Yes, that's true. And another thing about Jonesy, he's doing something like that, like where he is starting to do that. And stuff.
He's a historian. I tell him all the time. He's like, I don't know about that. Like it's so funny. So Tiff was like, do you know who Wild Style is?
The DJ?
No, Wild Style. Oh, he ain't no DJ. I don't know. He might have been a DJ at one time. He skate Wild Style Pachelle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's a historian here. So Tiff goes, so Jonesy's like the Gary Wild Style. I'm like, yes. I'm like, he is. He definitely is. Like, so I love the content he does on TikTok. Like,
is Tiffany from Gary or is she from here?
Tiff, she's from here.
Okay.
Yep, she's from here. So I love the content he does. Like he does, the history of Gary on TikTok. Like, it's good. Like we have to tell these stories though, because I tell people all the time, even if you go tape your grandma talking about it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about tape recorder. You could put even your phone up. Yeah. These stories need to be told. We got to preserve them.
Yeah, and even on a music perspective, I really want to do some episodes out there.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to talk to DJ K. Caesar. I got to tell DJ K. Caesar. I got to tell my story about how I used to watch MTV and BET all the time. And I was watching this show called Direct Effect. And they had a rapping competition.
And he was on there.
And he was on there. He was like, we got a rapper from Gary, Indiana. And this was
he done lived a million lives.
I'm like, damn. Like,
he done lived a million lives. You know who I want to interview is Pooch, my cousin.
Pooch,
I want to interview him.
Yeah, Pooch, yeah.
I want to interview him, though, because he got some stories.
He definitely got some stories.
He got some stories. I want to interview him. Like, I want to sit down and just talk to him.
Yeah, I used to do work for Pooch when they was at the Diamond Center.
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, because Jurla, that's my cousin on the other side. So Poochie.
Are you related to Jurla?
Yeah, so Jurla is my cousin on my mom's side, and Poochie Poochie is my cousin on my dad's side.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
Jarla and Anthony. Man, we done did so much work together.
Yeah, Disco, that's my dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That's some good people, for sure.
You know,
Yeah.
from a marketing perspective, you know, anything that Jarla is marketing,
She gonna
she
call
called
you.
me.
I know.
Anything network text y'all see in the city, them billboards and
She
stuff.
reminded me of you because I was looking for something. Because, you know, like when we started, it wasn't people doing what we do. Like, not black people. I tell people all the time, like, I learned a lot of my social media marketing stuff for Era because the trainings was $10,000. I can't afford that. Or, you know, I did a lot of like scholarship classes or stuff, you know, things like that. But yeah, I used to send people to you all the time because it just was a lot of people out here just doing some random nonsense. But Gerald always would tag you when you would do things. And I'm like, oh yeah, Parrish. Or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Like, I would send people to you all the time. Like,
For some reason, I just never, I never was like promoting
I
what
know.
I did.
I know.
And it was because I could only do so much.
So much,
I could only
yeah.
handle so many clients. And then like Jarla, like she was one of my biggest clients. So anything,
She
anytime
took a lot
Jarla
of-
needs
yeah, she
something
took a
like
lot of it.
I'm working
She was
with
priority,
Jarla.
yeah.
The top of the year, but doing this tax time, I'm doing stuff for Jarla. But I had a guy who was kind of like a mentor to me. A couple of guys, Donnell Gaffney from Space Age Marketing.
He got an office out in
he used
here, Chicago.
Yep, but he used to be
He
right
print in
there
Chicago
on
now.
52nd and
Yeah, Poochie still
Broadway.
mess with him.
Yeah, so yeah, he printed all the flyers and stuff, and he used to print all our flyers for our parties in Fort Wayne and stuff. And he was one of the first people who taught me the printing game and how to get you a broker account and how you get your printing for the low and all that. And then I had another guy named Antoine who worked at it wasn't Innovative Marketing. It was another place who was kind of competing with Space Age, but those was like two of my OGs fresh out of high school, like my freshman year. I came home for the summer and I go door to door, all up and down Broadway. I go in like Robin's Hood, like Lou is like connected to my family. And you know, I go in there, hey, I do this type of work. I do this, I do graphics, da da da. And that's kind of how I got my start as far as being like a freelancer. And then Jarla, when they was having events, like I remember Jeremiah came to Diamond Center like '09. She had me do the flyer for that. And I done did stuff for Blaze, all type of stuff, man. So like they gave me a start. They just believed in me, just a kid trying to make a few dollars. But I didn't know yet that y'all was related.
Yeah, that was my real cousin. Gerald is my cousin on my mama's side, and Poochie is my cousin on my dad's side.
And I wanna talk to Poochie just about like, cause he been doing a lot of shows lately. He just did Boosie, right?
He did Boochie, he did Gucci.
I want to know some of them stories of trying to book these artists.
I can only imagine.
I know he got stories for days.
That's why I said I would love to interview him. Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see an interview with him. He don't do. I wonder if he would even do it. He'll probably do it. He'll do it with you.
He'll do it with me.
Because he know who you are. Like, and he know you're not going to try to be on no messy shit. Like, he would trust you, yeah. He'll probably do it with you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm only trying to highlight the
good. Like, tell a story of who he is. Because I feel like now he popping back out, but I feel like a lot of people don't even understand the things that he's done. Like this, he brought Future to Gary. Future and Chris Brown to Gary. To Genesis Center, yes.
For real?
I don't know if it was 09. It was, yeah.
Yeah, he was moving.
He brought them to Genesis Center. Like, he ain't no joke. Like, check his resume, for real.
Yeah, like all them names I just named, they showed me how they were like examples of how to be a black businessman. And I always aspired to be like in charge of my own business and just run my own show, be independent. So people like him, Jarla, you know, just seeing how they operate their business. Jarla told me like that, like this y'all whole plaza. I'm like, okay, see, I know that I can aspire for more. I can have something of my own. So shout out to them. I even did her daughter's
Yep, that
Sweet
logo.
48.
I remember.
Yeah, that's some of my last work.
Yeah.
I was just at Lil Lou's Barber College, and I was looking across the street. I'm like, man, I probably did that like 10 years ago now.
You ever look at him like, ooh?
Yeah, because them banners and stuff be fading.
Yeah.
After a
no,
while.
like, have you ever seen like a logo? I'm like,
I could have did better.
Or have you ever like retried to redo it? Like think about redoing it. Like, what would have I done different?
I do think about it. Do I
Well,
actually?
you don't design really no more like that, right?
No, not as much.
Yeah.
Only for myself.
It's some websites I'll reach out to people like, can I redo your website? Because ain't no way.
It's like
I'm like,
having a
baby, you let
baby. It's
me
like
mess
once you
you
deliver
up.
the baby is born.
Yeah, I'm like,
The baby gotta
yeah,
live.
but sometimes that baby need to do outfit.
Right. Sometimes you gotta change
go
that
buy
baby
some new
diapers or
shoes.
whatever.
Like, I seen them shoes was a little messed up. Can I
Yeah.
please get you some new shoes?
Yeah, I
So
think
that's how
about
I
it.
be. Sometimes I'm like, I just reach out like, can I redo your website?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yes. You know what I mean?
One of my last logos I did was No Rap on Sunday.
I love that. Yeah.
And I'm so proud of
But
that.
you know, you really got a style because I knew you did it before anybody
Oh,
said
yeah?
you did it. I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew when I seen it. I said, Parrish did this, and
I
I
was
was
so
like,
proud of that.
yeah,
I was like,
it was a
I'm
good. Yeah, it was a good. She's still using it.
Yeah, she still
Yeah.
uses it. Shout out,
So,
shout out, Lex. Somebody
yeah.
else I would love to have on here. Okay, I want to make sure we cover everything. We cover from Gary Page. We cover We Run It Social. We cover Heavy Step ENT. What else you got?
That's all
What
I
else you
really
got?
got. That's
Okay.
all I really
I
got.
want to talk about. I went to Cincinnati Music Festival, and I haven't done the episode since. So I went.
I always
last
say I'm
weekend.
gonna go. I did see that you went. How was it?
So, well, first of all, special thanks to Cincy Music Festival because I reached out to them, told them about the podcast and everything, and they made a way for me. They sent
I
me
love
tickets
that.
to go. I told them it would be
Okay,
my first
media
time.
passes. Yeah,
so
that's cool.
I was really fortunate for that. I
Yeah.
got a pass and I was able to kind of float around the stadium and really just take it all in.
Yeah, experience it for real.
And Friday night we had Charlie Wilson,
A hell of a
Nelly,
performer.
Lettucey.
It don't matter. I don't care.
Yeah.
I done seen them multiple times.
Yeah.
Charlie gonna put on a show.
Yes, and I love Charlie Wilson so much. If you watch the show, you already know that. But just seeing him this last time, I just really savored it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what necessarily what he's going through specifically.
He
but
getting old,
He getting
though.
older.
He getting
He's set a
old.
lot of the time. And this is my first time seeing him where he's
Oh
set
yeah,
most of the
then
time.
he ain't feeling good.
So I'm like, damn, I'm just so fortunate to see. I'm really big on going to see the legends while you got a chance. And
That's what I said. I'm going to see. I mean, Badu, she ain't old, but she eventually gonna say I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And who knows when she coming back to Indiana?
That's what I'm like. I'm going to see Badu. Busta gonna be at the fairgrounds.
At the fair.
I'm going.
Yeah.
And I hate the fair, but I'm going to see Busta.
Why you hate the fair?
It's just too much going on. I be like,
it is.
People don't be having their kids. It be a lot of noise. I be worried that they ain't gonna rides gonna fall. They high. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, and the tickets is $18 this year.
Yeah.
By the way. But yeah, I went
But
to
I
that.
pay $18 for Busta. It's free with admission. I
Yeah.
ain't probably ain't
That
going
ain't
to the
bad.
fair. I'm probably going right to the stage.
Get right to Buster and
Maybe
probably
go
leave.
find me an elephant ear, but that's it.
Right. And then Saturday was just magical too. Saturday I was able to get there a little bit earlier. Got to enjoy the food, the outside festivities, and then SWV. I love SWV.
Yeah.
Got to see them perform, and then Mary. I always love Mary, but I think something about seeing that performance and like you being reminded of the songs that she got.
It'd be crazy when you go see somebody and you're like, dang, I didn't even know I knew all these songs.
I didn't know I knew all these songs, man. I'm in there just bopping, just having a good time, and it was just a good black time. It was a lot of older folks, maybe 40 and up. I'm like,
it's a good vibe. Yeah, they like having fun. They gonna get up, they gonna dance, they gonna have a good time. Yeah.
Yes, it was an all around great time, and I just felt like accomplished, like with the podcast and stuff, and just being able to have the opportunity.
It's a good moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna continue that. Not saying that I'm gonna get a media pass everywhere I go. But
you asked. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like you asked and it worked.
And it was
so luckily
granted.
your first was a yes. Because if it was a no, you probably would have waited 2 or 3 more months, or not even, maybe not even ask again. You know what I mean? Like that's just human nature. So I'm happy that you even thought about asking and you went and you can ask. I mean, there's a lot of things around here, and I feel like people don't ask a lot of times. Like people be scared to ask,
thinking they just gonna get a
and
no.
so they don't. And even if they do get a no, guess what? I'm gonna be back in your inbox next year.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like no's be making me upset sometimes, but at the same time, I know that it's just not my time.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to say that, but I be for real because it be happening all the time. Like, sometimes I'll get that instant gratification, like, okay, that's why it was a no, because I was supposed to do this. Or sometimes I just don't know, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm still about to do this. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. Congratulations on that. That's a big deal, like, for real.
Yeah, thanks a lot. But yeah, I do plan on being at Badu. We got Don Tolliver coming up here in the city.
Did I just go to Don Tolliver?
Did you?
Was he here? Nah, that was whatchamacallit.
I think it's August 26th. It's this
August
month.
is crazy.
Yeah, August is gonna be.
August is insane. Somebody.
Bruno, well, no, Kaylani next weekend.
I be playing with these men when they be asking me on a date, but because I don't want to date. It's just not, especially in this space.
I did see you post about that too.
It's just weird. Yeah, it's just weird because like people
you feel like you're too focused on your career right now.
Yes and no. I feel like I gotta choose. I feel like in every aspect of my life, when my personal relationships are going good, like if I'm dating, if it's going good, my career is falling apart. But I don't necessarily feel like that. I just feel like I don't right now. Who be approaching me? It'd be people in music, and I don't like that. Like I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do it. I just see. Because if I don't want to help you with your music, I don't want it to be an issue. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you're gonna get me to help you.
People see an opportunity.
Yeah, that's not how I'm gonna help you. Like, I'm just not gonna help you because I'm talking to you or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, like, honestly and truly, I just don't want to be obligated to tell nobody what I'm doing or consider nobody.
Facts.
Like, and especially in this space, like, I feel like it will hinder me. You know, like. The other night, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was at the club with Free because he was opening up for, you know what I'm saying, somebody. We didn't go to the club. We didn't get in until 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and how do you explain that?
Exactly. And I'm with all men. Like, and I don't think it's even how do I explain it? I think if I find the right partner, they will understand. But the partners that I have had in the past, they would have been like, you know, kind of tripping or feel like they got to be there with me or whatever. Just like, it's just I don't feel like doing it.
That's totally fine. I mean, personally, I feel like shit. This is my relationship right now. like my life is really full. And
like how could I have a relationship and I manage 5 people?
Right. I mean, you
like
got to strike while the iron is hot too.
Yeah,
it's like you reach a place in your life and career where you got to hit the gas. Like right now, this is the opportunity.
Like the other day, somebody called me. I'm trying to make him my mentor. He don't know, but he in Atlanta, and he was like, it was on Friday. He was like, yeah, because we having this party on Sunday. And the only reason why I didn't go is because my daughter had something to do. But if I had something to do, I would have jumped on the highway.
It was here. Oh,
it was in Atlanta.
Okay.
I would have jumped on the highway. No explanation to nobody. Like my kids are older, they'll be fine. You know, I would have jumped on the highway.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to explain to you. Like I just don't want it. I just don't want nothing in my way. Like it's enough. It's already difficult. Like I just don't want to have to consider nobody. And that's. I mean, I've done it for years. You know?
Yeah, right. And I feel like same thing. I devoted so much of my life to relationships.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got the children to show for it and everything. It's
I still got kids. I got my daughter was a senior last year. I got another daughter that's a senior this year. I have another senior next year. I got a junior.
Okay.
So my kids are stair steps. So that's a thing. You know them, and then just really trying to put my all into this. Like I don't have that capacity. Like I don't even want you to be able to mess up my day or anything or throw me off or me not wanting to tell you something that I want to do because of that, or me even considering you in a situation and not doing something because of that. Like if it come, but that's what I think of is I just think of like, I don't want nothing to take me away from it. Like, and it's just like ego. People be having such ego with the things, and you know, it's like, oh, you spend more time on that or da-da-da. Okay, yep, I am. So go ahead and do what you need to do. Or you don't got no time. No, I don't. But I'm about to go to this. Are you going to come with me? Or, you know, whatever like that. So, I'm just not interested. Like, I'm really just not interested in, like, being in that space. Like, but what I was saying is somebody asked me when would I be free, and I looked at my August and I was like, September.
It's a lot.
I was like, for now, now I'm free in September. That don't mean I'm gonna be free in September. Like And Tiff asked
Send
up
it
to
to
my
us.
calendar daily. I might have
Yeah.
got 3 calendar invites while we sitting here.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that's my thing. Is just I'm just not interested in anything distracting me.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like
Yeah.
I don't talk to some friends because I'm just like I don't have it. You know, I just
Yeah.
don't have it.
And it's important for the kids to see that, you know, we still out here striving for something, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
You just gotta maneuver it.
Yeah.
Like
And
yeah,
it don't
like
matter what time but the
when you
best time to
start
start
it.
is now. You
Yep.
know, so that's what I'm doing with this too. It's like showing my kids like, man, whatever you can think in your head, you can bring it to reality.
Yeah, especially in this day and
Yeah.
age, like you can make it happen.
Yeah.
It might not be the way that the person that inspired you did or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I was just looking at my old video, or a video that I don't think I posted. Like I said, I was looking at my phone and I was just saying, I don't believe it's one way to do things, but I think society has got so married to that. Sometimes we think that it's the wrong way if it's not exactly how we envisioned it, and I think that we got to get out of that sometimes. Like, did you still get the prize? Did you hit the goal? It might have took you longer. It might have been less money. It might have been more money. You might have wanted a black one, but you got a red one.
Yeah.
But it happened. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's just like just giving yourself that grace and figuring it out.
Yeah. And then for me, like the prize is the process.
Yep.
Like I'm enjoying the process. Like I talked to you about getting some more equipment and stuff eventually. Like, and I will, but like I'm
doing it,
always think about.
and I'm doing it with what I got.
Yeah.
I didn't wait because if
didn't
I
wait.
waited, especially with kids,
Yeah.
you've been
gonna
waiting
keep
for your
waiting.
perfect thing setup or whatever.
Yeah.
You know somebody would have needed some shoes, somebody would have hurt somebody
Yeah.
broke some glasses or something.
Yeah.
So no, like you gotta accept it for what it is. That's what I'm doing. Like I tell people all the time, like my mind is so different, but I'm doing it on a minimal budget. You know,
Yeah.
I invest, don't get me wrong, but if I had more money, I would definitely be able to do more quicker. But
Right.
that's a part of the process is figuring out how to do it with a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to do things with different, with figuring out how to get the money to do what I want to do. Yeah, it's definitely a part of it. And that's how I learned. Like, it's so many people who've reached out to me like, I can help you. And I'm like, I'll reach out when I need it, when I get to that point. But part of me figuring these things out is how my brain works. Like, if I don't figure this out, then it ain't gonna make sense to me the way that you would explain it to me in a sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's definitely part of the process. Like literally last night, I just figured out like the process of playlisting, like of pitching the playlist and stuff like that. I have a friend who offered me the information like months ago, but I told him like no. So I've been doing research. So basically, I asked him for the information and he told me, and I was checking my work. You know what I mean? So I kind of like had already got it, but I asked him a few questions, and that's how I learned. Is like I need instant gratification. Like that's why I can't do online school. I need you to tell me right now what I did wrong, what I did right, or if you tell me something, I need to tell you it back in my way so I can make sure I understand it.
Okay.
So like my brain is so different. Like it's different. I don't know. I'm probably autistic. Like not being funny. Like I feel like all of us is undiagnosed with something, but
Yeah, right.
that's how I learned. So like yeah, the process for sure is like part of it. Like I'm gonna laugh at these days, and I was just figuring things out. Like I'm gonna laugh at it. So
Absolutely. Okay. Well, yeah. I want to extend the invite to your artists. Like they are welcome to come share as well.
okay,
You know what
I'll
I'm saying?
definitely let them know.
Would love to talk to Tiff because I do follow Tiff's her page with the things to do,
events.
the events in Indianapolis. So I would love to talk to her about that as well. But yeah, it was just an honor to have you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so happy we finally got to it.
Yeah, it's just all about like timing and
Yeah.
alignment. You know what I'm saying? I know you got things going on. I got things going on, and Sundays is a day where it's a little bit slower for me.
Yeah, for sure, for me too.
And I'm able to kind of squeeze some things in, and then it gives me time to sit down and edit. And, you got to edit and do all that stuff too. So
And that's why I won't start a podcast.
that's why you
People
won't.
been asking me like, "You
Yeah.
not gonna do a podcast?" I'm like, "Nah, I'll go on one though."
Yeah.
Like, I'm a realistic person of like what I what I will commit my time to.
Yeah.
And I'll probably do like maybe 3 weeks, like the first 3 episodes, and then I'll be done.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, this is too much. Like,
It
I got too
definitely
much to do. But you know, I got
make time for
content.
it.
You know how many pages I run? Like,
And you consistent on all your pages.
I be trying,
You
man.
consistent. Like, even when I get on Facebook, I'm like, dang, she done posted 10 times today. Like, and I'll be, I can't
Sometimes what I'll do is, a lot of times what I do, I schedule my posts. So like, I'll think of things and I'll put it in my note. Like if we were sitting right here and I thought of something, I would have picked my phone up and put it in my note. And then like at night, what I'll do is before I go to sleep is I'll schedule. But sometimes I'll just post like that. Like I'll just be like, I gotta say, or like something will bother me for like 5 days and I won't say nothing. And I'm like, no, I'm posting this. Like, cause people like, a lot of people ask me, do you feel like do you get do you feel like you get bad feedback about you speaking your mind? I'm like, I don't care no more. Like,
I'll stop caring too.
Anything I say though is I've either told this person that. Like, I'm not on no like drama. It just be like, this is what I need to say.
We need more of that.
Like,
though.
this is what needs to be said. This is what I need to say. I'm standing in that shit.
Yeah.
I have thought about all the consequences. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I need to say.
I had a couple instances, you know what I'm saying, based on what I chose to clip up on this and what I chose to talk about, but it was my story to tell.
Yeah.
And it's my truth.
But I think we struggle as a people with perspective. And humans probably, period. But I talk to a lot of black people, so I'll be saying I talk to black people for the most part.
Yeah.
But I think perspective is a thing, and sometimes you just have to accept people's perspective. And I don't think that's necessarily a lie. Even like I was telling somebody about like a situation with like my ex, and we was talking about something, and she was like, well, that girl was delusional. I'm like, not necessarily. I'm like, her perspective was her reality. So you never know how the situation was presented to her. So although there were hints that it was a lie, sometimes that is literally the truth to them. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't believe this person. Sometimes I don't even believe somebody lied on me. I believe that's really what they felt happened. Because sometimes people lie to themselves so much, they believe it.
Right.
So I believe that sometimes we just have to agree to disagree. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes the story ain't gonna change nothing. Like, I say all the time, like, okay, I'm not with a certain company no more, but that ain't gonna change my story. Like, it'll never change. The first person that I managed was Boogie Bang. That never changes.
Okay, you don't manage Boogie no more? I don't see him on there. Okay.
I don't manage Boogie no more. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of the big brands that I was connected to, I'm no longer connected to them or whatever like that. Nope, I don't manage Boogie no more.
Okay.
Yep. So
how does that? I mean, you don't need the details, but like dissolving a business relationship like that, like, are you able to still keep the friendship intact, or was
I thought we would be able to keep the friendship intact. So, I told him that I was deciding to leave or whatever like that, and then I woke up blocked. I knew that he would be upset. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think he would be happy. But yeah, I was thinking that we would be able to be friends eventually. I didn't think that we would be buddy right after that or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Because I knew that, he would feel, left or betrayed or whatever he felt. But no, pretty much no. In both instances that I have experienced, it's like, nope, the friendship can't stay.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it don't stay. Yeah. And it's messed up because I genuinely cared about both of the instances. I genuinely cared about them as people, but I just felt like it wasn't my time no more with that situation, with that company or whatever. And I felt like it was just my time to do what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And it just, so no, I mean, I wish that the friendship would have stayed, but and then outside parties don't help sometimes, and then you just gotta take it. Like, Tiff just made a reel about like detachment and grieving. Even though, like, if the person messed you up or did you wrong or whatever, like, it's so hard to still grieve that because you actually cared about that person.
Yeah.
So, so.
Yeah, and it's like when you're working with friends, it's like
Yeah.
you really want them to win, and you're gonna do anything for
Yeah,
them.
and you're sacrifice
You
above
sacrifice.
yourself. Like
Yeah,
you do things
it ain't
that are
about the
not
money.
self-serving
And,
for you. You
yes,
end up paying,
overextending
investing,
yourself. Yes.
overplaying.
Yep.
Yeah, like overplaying your part, and that happens. And
Yeah.
like, but I still don't want no bad. Like for his league,
Yeah.
I still call them my DJs. I still try to support. I've been to the battles. I still support. Like I still support as much as I can. You know.
Right. I came out to one of those battles too.
Yeah, I love them. Like
Yeah.
it's a good event.
Sure.
So yeah, I just no, the friendship didn't stay. I wish it would have, but
Yeah.
you can't. Sometimes things just reveal themselves. Like if me removing myself from your business, and you feel like that was me. I felt like I chose myself. I felt like it was just time for me to remove myself.
Yeah.
And if that means that I'm not your friend, then I guess it just tells me like what it really was. Yeah.
That's
And
the
for
same
years,
situation I was in.
yeah, and for years it just was like, dang, I didn't think that. I never
I
felt
thought
that.
we was tight.
Yeah, I never
man.
felt that. But people are people. Humans are human.
Humans are humans.
And I don't wish no ill will to nobody. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that it made me slow down with design and everything. Which one I knew AI was coming before everybody else did.
Yeah.
That's why I've been pivoted.
Yeah.
Years before.
Been knew it
pre-COVID,
was coming, yeah.
I been knew it was coming because it was happening in my corporate job.
Yeah.
But I would help so many people. Like everybody want a brand. We live in this era where everybody wants to start their own brand. So like naturally, people turning to me like, "Yeah, I got this idea." People literally would like pitch. They like pitching to me, and I'm giving them like consultations, like
For
pretty
free,
much free.
yeah.
I
Do it all the
consult
time.
for free.
Tim tell me you can't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah,
Cause it's been to the point where like we'll have a consult with somebody, and I'll say, oh yeah, like I'll give an idea, and they'll go do the idea and execute it horribly.
yeah,
And I'm like, but because sometimes I do have like imposter syndrome because I don't realize how great my mind is sometimes.
Yeah.
Like because it's such automatic to
Yeah, 'cause
me.
I'll
It's so
just
fast.
throw
Spew
up
it
an
out.
idea. It'll just come out
Because
of
you're
me.
excited.
Yeah.
Right? But then, like you said, you need a manager almost to tell you,
Yeah,
shut the
like,
fuck
shut
up.
up,
Yeah,
nah.
no, they
Okay.
haven't paid for that yet.
Yes.
And that's why I told Tiff, well, I'm just not coming to the meetings no more because I'm going to get excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to start talking like
Especially when
even...
it's somebody you call a friend or
Yeah.
something too. You like,
Somebody that
oh,
you...
do this, do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now it's starting to get a little traction, and as it get more traction, it's like, oh, I did it all on my own. Like, me personally, I didn't appreciate certain situations where it was like, yeah, this is all me here, and it's like we sat there together, we brainstormed this, and I never was like one that needed credit for nothing because I done did a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't even care, because I just know all these ideas is coming up out of me. I'm gonna make another.
But what I don't
I'ma
like
do
about
something else.
situations like that is I'm not a person that keeps track or score.
Yeah.
And I don't like when I have to go back and remember what I did or feel like I have to start naming it.
Yes.
And that's when I know I need to just
sucks.
remove myself and I just don't
Yeah.
talk about it. Like the boogie thing, a lot of people have asked me about it and I wasn't speaking on it, but people want to put my name on Facebook so we could talk. If we gonna talk because I shut up for a very long time. I was very like PR with my answers.
Yeah.
People would ask me and I would just say, I'm not going to talk about it or we'll talk about it later or whatever, because I did consider him a friend at one point in time. So I never wanted to be like, oh, he did this to me. He did that to me. People started like assuming things and I'm not correcting or denying because I'm just not saying nothing about it because I decided that I wasn't. Like anytime I leave a client, I don't make an announcement. So that was a client situation, you know what I mean? Right. So then it got on Black Indie Live.
Oh, what?
Like, well, LaRon made a status about it or whatever, about a rumor or whatever. I ain't even gonna repeat it because it wasn't just about me. And so that's when I made a statement, quote unquote, on Facebook or whatever. But then recently, people saying that I'm got their name in their mouth or whatever like that. But honestly and truly, I just don't say anything about it because it's like nobody really know the truth but me and you, or me, you, Tiff, and whoever was in the situation or whatever. Nobody really knows it, but it's really no reason to talk about it. I'm not coming back. We don't want to work together anymore, so I'm not going to keep adding fuel to the fire. So whoever was to say that I said anything is lying. I have nothing to say because one thing about me, if I got something to say, you gonna know.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell you wasn't really saying nothing about it because I didn't. I just don't see him right here. So like that's the only thing that gave it to me. But looking at your post or anything, it wasn't like no statement made.
No,
I could see.
Most people didn't even know. Like I've still been places that he's been. Me and him don't even speak, but they're like, "Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna be here because Boogie's here," and I'm like. Nah, like I'm like, well, I don't manage him no more. Or sometimes I just won't even say nothing because it's like I just don't want to touch it, because people gonna start asking questions or whatever like that. But it's just like a lesson for me. It's a real lesson for me. Like it's just a lesson for me not to overplay my part. Like,
got it.
And just to like. I don't know. It's just a lesson. It's a life lesson. Like you learn from every relationship. I feel like no matter what, you learn from every relationship, and that's all I can say is I learned. Nothing takes away from the story that he was the first person that I managed. Nothing takes away from the story that he introduced me to a lot of people in the music scene. But I never had intentions to be in the music scene. So I knew a lot of these people. Like I said, I knew these people, and I never listened to their music. Like I knew that they were artists. I knew what they did, but I just helped him. Book or do business with them. I wasn't interested in listening to the music or anything like that. So when I did start to be in those rooms with those people, I knew most of them already because of the business that I was doing with him. But that doesn't change. That story never changes, So like even if it was a bad end, that story doesn't change. And that's what I tell people all the time. Like you can't change the story of what I did for your brand. Right. You can't change the story. You can't change the story. So that's my point of it. Like, even with like I don't change. I can't change that truth. It's the truth. So I can't change it. So, it is what it is. Like, but he might tell the story different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's his perspective. And I can't say that he's lying. Yeah. That's his story to tell. Yeah. Like you said, that's your story to tell. That's his story to tell. Yeah. So, but the story don't change history. I can't change the history. You get what I'm saying? History. So that's what I just think we have to learn. Like, and a lot of times, like I said, when people be asking me questions, it doesn't matter. We're not going to work together again. It doesn't matter. It's done. That's the fact. It is what it is. But I can't change the history.
Facts. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, with every relationship, it's a lesson to be learned. Especially
and you better learn it the first time, or God gonna send somebody else to teach you again.
Facts. Right.
Because I done repeated some lessons, and I'm like, okay, girl, it's just slow.
Facts. And sometimes we outgrow one another, and it's nothing to take personal. Professionally, we go in different directions, and if we can salvage the relationship, the friendship, we salvage it. If we can't, we can't. But yeah, it's all our story to tell in the end, and you can't change history. And what you're doing, the work that you're doing, even if it's just foundational, it's important to these artists, everybody you touch.
Yeah. So, my producer asked me, he said, well, what if your artists leave you? I said, as long as I taught them something. Yeah. I'm happy. And that's why I say I'm not a label. Yeah. Because I'm not going to keep you nowhere. You ain't going to have to pull no gun out on me. Okay? You ain't got to pull no gun out on me, baby. You can go. Okay? You can go, yes. Now, if I got you a brand deal or something like that, I want my piece. Yeah. But other than that, you can go. When you want to go, you can go. Like, there is no nothing keeping you here. Yeah, I don't. But I really, truly believe in my artists. And I believe in, and because I'm a creative myself, I believe in not hurting your creative process. If I'm doing that or if something else is better for you, then go. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm more than happy to help you even execute what you're trying to execute.
That's like the person that produced your first album might not different. It may not be the second album. May be somebody different.
Yeah. And guess what? I might not like it and come back to you on the third one.
The third one, I might come back to you.
Because I like but that's a lot of people have asked me like, a lot of producers be coming up to me like, you don't work with nobody with Trill, and I'm like, right now, no, I don't. Now Free works with Zero. Morel works with J Gat 808. J Gat 808s, I think. Actually, it's Miss E Class' son.
Oh, he do music.
He's Morel's producer.
Oh,
Crazy,
word.
ain't
Okay,
it? Yeah,
yeah.
Miss E
Okay.
Class' son is
All right.
Morel's producer. But yeah, so we have different my artists work with different producers, but Trill is like I would say my producer, but I'm in a learning stage still. And Trill, he impatient in a sense, but he's my friend as well. So he explains things to me in my language. Like if I don't understand something, I'm like, well, why did we do this? Or why did you move that? Or why do it sound like that? Yeah. And I know other producers ain't going to be answering, you know what I mean?
Right.
They're like,
They
why are you even
patience.
here? Like, I'm just trying to understand the full process, the full picture. And that's why I'm still with Trill. But I mean, Trill hard to me. Like his beats, his quality. I like him. Like I like his work as well. Like I like him as a person, don't get me wrong, but I like his work. Like, and like I said, he gives me that moment of being like, okay, I'll let you learn. You know, I'll let you ask those questions.
Do you feel like Indianapolis is starting to form its own sound?
I feel like yes, but also I feel like it's like a mixture. Yeah. I feel like you can like you know how you can kind of tell Texas music or like NOLA music kind of.
Right.
I do feel like we starting to like have a sound, but it's like still in those roots. Yeah. Like still kind of like southern roots.
Because that's what I would say. You know, just from a realistic perspective, I feel like we still crafting like a sound that's our own, or like certain flows and I believe that's gonna come with producers. As we get more homegrown producers that's starting to come with original type of sounds, then we're gonna start to craft our own. Like just how like Memphis got their own little pocket, how they rap and everything. Just like how you said Texas, you know when you hear a song, somebody from Houston or whatever. So I'm still waiting for that to be developed. We have the artists, we have the producers. You know, I just think it's all about development. Artist development. Do you put your artist through artist development or
kinda like,
or that's still something that's coming
in a sense it's coming into play. Certain things like everybody at a different point in their career. Like okay, like I gotta look so I don't miss nobody. Okay, so Morel, he's put out like I think this is maybe his he call them tapes, but he got albums. He got a decent amount of music out. Right. But I feel like he like in his era, like this is gonna be his like defining moment, right? Like he's figuring out his sound, he's figuring out his look, he's confident. But like the biggest thing when I first met him was his stage performance, which he's been working on. So that's a part of artist development, right? Yeah. So like his DJ, every time we have a show, I'm like, okay, when we practicing? So we'll practice 2 or 3 times before the show, and you know, boom. Okay, Tato, like I told you, he ain't had no music out. This is gonna be his first album. He's dropped a few singles. Okay. So he just did his first performance last month. Was that last month? He just did his first performance. It was either in June or July. I'm horrible with time sometimes, but he just did his first performance. But him and Trill, like basically it's his DJ too. Him and Trill like practiced, you know what I mean? So they practiced for real, like practice. Yeah. And they practicing right now. We got a Salsa Sounds on August 14th. It's at Hot Boys, but it's not, it wasn't the same thing, but kind of the same thing. Okay. It's not a block party, it's just a show. Jinx. Like Jinx has had her own motions, you know, she her fans are called Losers. And she is kind of like in a villain era. Yeah, she like in a villain era right now. So we kind of like getting that, and we going through some lessons in life and just career period. So she like in a villain era, but also like I still bitch. Yeah, you still got to go to the studio. Okay, I gave you a few days. When, you know, send me something. Okay. So that's the era that she's in. Free, I feel like he's the most developed. Okay. He's been doing it for a long time. He will invest in himself. I'm not saying other people won't, but he's like a machine by himself. But like now, me and Tiff are helping him organize that and strategize it a little better. Okay. But Free is the most developed. Like he practiced. It don't matter if he got a show or not. He gonna practice. He stay, you know, creating. He stay dropping content. So really, me with Free is like giving. ideas and guidance more so.
Okay.
And or him asking advice like, what do I think would be the best way? Really just getting the right people to see him, honestly. Ali only had one EP out. It's not on streaming right now. They just told me it sounded like another song, that's what I'm saying. Distro Kid is so generic. They said it sounds like something else, which I don't understand because they're all original beats.
Yeah.
I don't understand. But it's an old EP, but it's not on streaming anymore. But Ali has been performing. Like, she's known in the city. Her voice is beautiful. But she doesn't have a lot of music out or content. Okay. So everybody's just in a different space right now. And I'm just trying to get everybody to where they want to be. Yeah. Like, to kind of like putting the battery pack in there and just keep recharging it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep them going, and so they could be self-sufficient. Yeah. So like, and then like the DJs, they the one that's put on Sauce and Sounds, the show. Like, they are literally doing what we have heavy step DJs. It's 5 of them. They are literally doing what the DJ should be doing, pushing the music. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it's kind of like artist development. We really developing each other in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, the team is developing them. Or if I feel like somebody needs something that I can't provide, I know who to call. Okay. So yeah. So it's just a little bit of everything.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think we touched on everything.
Yeah, we'll be here forever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely open door policy, with you and your artist, Tiff as well.
Yeah, the only reason why Tiff didn't come is because she had a session at this time. She was gonna come with me. She was gonna come with me last week. So
okay.
Yeah, I told her you want her on, so for sure, just reach out to her so y'all can get that on the schedule.
Yeah, for sure. And then we'll be on the lookout. She just named all of the artists and DJs. Be on the lookout for Heavy Step ENT.
Yes, follow us. Cause y'all been looking and not following.
Yeah, how can we follow?
Okay, so on Instagram, Heavy Step ENT, just all together.
I'm gonna hold it up so you can.
Heavy Step ENT right there. On Instagram.
What's everybody's Instagrams they want to follow?
Oh God, Morel Music 44, DJ Trillion Cuts. I am Ali Cherie. I am TGI Free. Jinx Official. Tato Tunes. DJ Ike, the Tiffany Noel, and the Heavy Elephant. But if you go to Heavy Step ENT, you can find everybody's stuff. They tagged, they collabed with everybody. You can find everybody's stuff.
Yep. And then if they want to buy merch, they want to get one of these t-shirts.
HeavyStepENT.com. That's the elephant. That's our play on Jeezy. Some of y'all too young. I hope that you caught
Real
it.
street team.
But yeah, some of y'all too young. But that's our play on Jeezy Snowman. We got dope artists. That's what we did. It's like the elephant. So it's my favorite design. We got other designs on there too. And yeah, just connect with us. Like, you're gonna see us everywhere.
All right, y'all heard it here first. And of course, it's Will Verse Show on Instagram. It's Will Verse Show on YouTube, Facebook as well. This episode will be coming out on Wednesday. You can get the audio on Tuesday. And we just gonna keep coming. We got more guests coming. My name is Parrish Butler. This is Jaleesa the Elephant. Heavy Step ENT. It's not a label.
It's not a label.
It's not a label.
It's not a label. Woo!
Artist management. We run social.
We running social. And that's just rerunning social on Instagram. Rerunning social all together.
And go follow that From Gary page if you want to know everything that's going on in Gary. Stay up to date.
And there's some history on there. Just scroll it. It's some good shit on there.
You'll see clips from this show on From Gary as well.
Yep.
All right. That being said, this is Will Verse. Been another episode. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Peace.